Once the performance is over, I'd like to proceed with my floss tube, but I don't know when we're gonna get there, so we will see how this gets edited. A lot of syllables in that word.
When he heard the music, it makes us feel good. The best thing you ever heard. You know the dance and all the moves. He would even sing every word.
Go take a break now? Thank you. Okay, we'll try and start this. Welcome to my floss tube. Let's see how chaotic it gets. What are you doing? Can I help you? Okay. If I waited to do a floss tube until I was home by myself.
When you hear the music, it makes us feel good. The best thing you ever heard. You know the dance and all the moves. He'll even sing every word. The music said it, yeah.
So if I waited to do one of these until I was home by myself, it would probably be another 2 months because she'll be at school along with my son, and right now everybody's home for summer break, which is great, but challenges of living in an apartment with only 4 bedrooms, and my crafting space is set up in my living space, which is always just, for me, chaotic. I'm sure for others doesn't look that bad, but for me it's like, oh, I feel like I always have to clean it. Please don't mind the birthday sign. My son's birthday was June 6th, and I have not yet decided to take down the birthday sign, so happy birthday to whomever it is your birthday. Oh, wait. Oh, biscuits. So here we are, and that's my daughter's unicorn robe that I got her, but she still won't wear. I got it for her to wear down to the pool, but now she won't wear it to the pool. So now she just sits there on my rocking chair. I don't know where she's gonna go.
What's this?
Yeah, with your swimsuit. Thank you. Can you put that back in your room until it's time to go swimming?
You have to.
Okay. So yes, I don't know when else I would have time to do a quick floss tube. Also because in about 2 weeks, I'm going in for brain adjacent surgery to fix the pain in my face. I can get into the details of that later, but I will be having surgery in about 2 weeks. So that's gonna just throw off any kind of ability to film. So I don't know. So I was like, oh, let's try it. Because I got a lot of stuff out. My desk is a hot mess. And I figured I'd go through stuff. I don't have any finishes because I don't know. What's a finish? What's that? But I also have like stitch alongs and bigger pieces that I'm like, I don't know when any of this stuff's gonna get finished, but I'm not in it to finish it. I'm in it to just calm down my brain because my brain is busy. So I have been watching a lot of floss tubes while I'm stitching. So that's been my latest obsession. I just keep finding new floss tubes and floss tubers who recommend other floss tubers, which has been really good. And pretty interesting. And yeah, that's basically what I spend a lot of my time doing, and finding ways to obtain.
Mommy,
Yes, ma'am.
you turn off the TV
Why?
because you need to.
Okay. What are you gonna do?
Doesn't need to change Mia's diaper.
Okay, you're gonna go change Mia's diaper? Okay. All right then. She's 4.5, by the way. We're just gonna keep my ears open because, as you know, if it's quiet for too long, never a good sign. So I'll go through some of the things I've been working on, and we'll go from there, I think. Oh, where did I put it? It's in my other bag.
Hi.
Hi. What's up? Thank you. Okay. Yeah.
So open one.
Okay, thank you. Get out my bag. I basically keep all of my projects in my stash in bags because that's all I have room for. So one of the long-term projects I was working on for a while, that I'm still working on, is the Peppermint Purple SAL, where you get a rectangle every week, and you stitch that. But I've finally been able to calm myself down enough where I wait every 2 weeks and then just do 2 squares at the same time, or 2 rectangles at the same time. And this is also my first attempt at using QSnap. I don't think it's going well. But I do enjoy working on this. It's like you feel accomplished because at least you finish something, even though it's small, but you finish something and you can just put it away for a few days. So you don't feel like it's just staring at you unfinished. Because it's like, all right, eventually we'll get there. And I started working on the border. I don't know when I'll get back to it, but we'll see. And I should probably put this needle minder somewhere else. So this has been my long-running whip for the year, and I will take pictures of everything and insert them as I talk about them, because I feel like that you can see that better than instead of me shoving things in front of the camera. Another project that I worked on and I had to put aside because it made me sad and I got angry about it was the, not about the project in general, but about US politics in general. And I just need to take a break. And I know I'll get back to it because I love the colors and I think it's important to finish, is the pro-choice SAL from the Notorious Needle. And this is all I've managed to accomplish on it. And I just felt like every time I worked on it, it just made me, I enjoyed working on it in the beginning because it helped channel a lot of my anger and frustrations. But now that the Supreme Court ruling is out and things are the way they are in the States, it's just very difficult. So you have to just do what's best for you. And for me, I needed to just put this to the side and I will pick it up again when I feel like it. 'Cause these colors are great. I really enjoyed making a uterus. Never thought I'd do that. And it was one of my first projects to make a uterus, and it's very pretty. So I will enjoy finishing this at some point. So keep that in my my random project bags. And I also have no official project bags. I have just been finding old makeup bags, pencil cases, whatever I can find. I have been trying to use to keep my projects separate, which isn't always easy. Another stitch along that I joined, because mostly because I had a cat in it, was the the, what's it? The Touch of Magic SAL from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. I almost called it Caterpillar Clubhouse because that's where my daughter used to go for school. It's Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So far we're on month 2 of the pattern release and I'm almost done with it, but this is where I'm at. I haven't taken it out of the hoop yet because I know I still need to do a quick, I think little crossover here, but I just thought the cat was really cute. And now it's also got me in the spirit of just stitching Halloween and fall things because I just like black cats because I now have a black cat who is asleep as usual, like any cat. So I've been having fun stitching on that, and I've definitely been adding my own changes and things to it because I couldn't get a darker fabric and I'm not ready to dye fabric yet. I'm not there yet. So at some point maybe I could start dyeing my own fabric. But a lot of this stuff, some of these letters and like the star is supposed to be in the pattern in white, and I know if I put it in white it just wouldn't come out. So I was like, I'll just change it to orange, who cares? So I've been enjoying working on that. I took a break from it. I haven't finished the second release of the pattern yet, but I just had to put it down. And here's my project bag for my Touch of Magic, because I don't have a pattern or a project bag for it. That's all that's in that bag. Another project that I've been working on since my last attempt at a FlossTube is the Move Forward in Love SAL from Modern Folk Embroidery. And this one I've been having a lot more fun basically learning how to cross stitch better. I've been cross stitching since November of last year, and I'm just learning things as I go, watching new FlossTubers, and this was the first piece where I've actually started using a pin stitch, and I'm like, what is that? And I saw someone do it. In my head, it didn't seem difficult to do, so I've been working on it because this is 18 count, and 18 count Ada, and the center part here.
I wonder why this pink one.
Okay, which pink one? Well, why don't you pick something? Whatever. Hold on. What do you want to watch? What do you want to watch? Okay. So the centerpiece here, and the centerpiece, I started using 2 strands on the 18 count, and I had already realized, I was like, it looks okay, but it's just, there's no definition to it. It's just kind of full coverage fuzziness. And I didn't mind it for the center because it's supposed to be the flag, and that's the center of the pattern. But then I was like, I finally was like, oh, you can, after looking on the interwebs, I was like, yes, you can do either 1 strand or 2 strands, an 18 count, depending on what you're looking for. So I've now switched to 1 strand on the other parts of the design, and I'm enjoying the way it looks. So I don't know exactly how it'll look in total, but I don't think it looks that terrible so far with 2 strands for the center part and then switching to 1 strand for the rest of the design. So I'm learning as I go. And I like this piece. It's been fun. And then I work on something for several days in a row, and then I'm like, all right, I need a break from that. So I switched to a new pattern. And I randomly started stitching like another cat pattern I found from Happiness is Cross Stitching. And she has a ton of these cats, all these cat patterns for free. So I just downloaded like all the months. This is not even a month pattern. This is just a cat and some flowers. And I was like, oh, I wonder how long it'll take me to stitch it. Well, I did this in one day. This is all I did in one day. And I haven't touched it in about a week, but I'll put more work into it another week. I don't know when. I cross stitch how my brain works. So that's just a little free pattern I found. Any other things here that I can open up? I did briefly a while ago. I haven't touched it in a while, but I touched it and I stitched on it a few weeks ago. The needle minders are stuck, so it won't let me get it out of my bag. Okay. This cute little cat card that I found in the world of cross stitching, I finally stitched on that a couple weeks ago, but I haven't touched it again. But it's like a lot of confetti, and it's so wee. But this is just, it came with a 14 count Ada, and I was finally smart enough. I had a floss drop card or a floss card sitting around from like an Etsy order I had, and I finally separated out all of my threads, and now it's like much easier to figure out what color I need to use, because there's, again, the only problem with this pattern is the browns. It's like a weird, they're so close in color, and they were, for me, the way my eyes work, even with my glasses, I couldn't easily discern colors. So I touched that. I don't know when I'll finish that, and it's so tiny, but I'm a pretty slow stitcher, but I sit on my couch most of the time, stitching with my children just bopping around me. So I get up and get down several times during the course of a stitching session. That's another pattern I've been working on since my last FlossTube. This is also like basically a whip parade, but I've been stitching on them within the last few weeks. I finally picked up last night this, I have everything in my iPad here, this rooster and chicken sampler from CutePatternsByMaria on Etsy, and this is all I've done on it. I started it, I can't even tell you how long ago, and I started it because I was like, oh, this is great. I could just do one piece of the pattern every day. So the first thing I stitched was like this little baby chick, and it cute. He's so cute. And I also realized I was like, oh yeah, because I'm really interested in maybe starting to make, for no reason, but I was like, oh, this would be fun to do. Those really, just something really small that you put in those really small hoops that are just for like an ornament or decoration or whatever. Because the internet or the online company here that's like Amazon, I could get like a pack of 10 or 15 of the really small hoops, and I think this chick would fit there, and even the little decorative eggs. So it looks more like Easter, but overall the pattern is like a general pattern. I'll insert that too at some point so you can see what the pattern is. But I started this little chick last night finally, and I hadn't stitched on it in forever. I just need to finish the back stitching on it. It's pretty easy. I'm doing 2 strands on this 18 count, and I like the way it's coming out so far. So I touched that yesterday, and this is my project bag for my little chicken pattern, and with a bag within a bag for all my flosses. And here's a pile of floss that I started because I was working on it this morning, and this is like, please tell me if this is what it looks like when you're stitching, or I'm just missing out on something. But my stitching just kind of explodes because I like pick things up and I put them down. I pick them up, I put them down, and I don't know where they go. So there's that. That's what else I've been stitching on. which is I finally picked up something. I picked this up when I went out shopping, and I'll show you some other things I bought a few weeks ago, but I finally picked up this nice little crafting caddy, so that the piece that I'm currently stitching, I can just put my project bag in it. These are just all the flosses for Move Forward and Love, and see, these are my pieces, and I put them in here, and I organize them, and I have space for my scissors, and then I have a specific compartment for my conditioner, my floss conditioner, thread conditioner, which I really enjoy using. And then my other compartment has just a little tiny bag full of bobbins. Look away if you don't like bobbins. And then I've also hidden in here my extra flosses for that random cat pattern that I haven't finished yet, but I was like pulling out flosses to use on that. So, but it's helpful because then when I come out to do stitching, this is on my crafting table, which is on top of my diamond painting that I'm currently working on. And I've been working on my diamond painting every other night or so when I feel like I want to work on my diamond painting. So this is on my table, my iPad's on my table charging, and then all I have to do is pick up my caddy and my iPad and bring it over to the couch. And I can sit down and just start stitching, which is helpful. Because most of my patterns, all of my patterns are on Notability. I don't have any Android devices, and I don't want them. So I can't use Pattern Keeper, and that's fine. I'm fine with Notability, because what I do is with my pattern on the screen, I just nick off what I finished with my my Apple Pencil, and that technique works for me. I've been enjoying using Notability for keeping all of my patterns together, and when I download a pattern, I just send it over Notability, and there it is, easily labeled, so I know what it is.
Mommy!
What? Oh no! Okay, so I think that's all I've been working on. I have started collecting. Every time I go downtown, there is a giant bookstore in the Takashimaya shopping center here in Singapore, and the Takashimaya shopping center is just like a massive mall, but on steroids. And it's all under the name Takashimaya. But within the mall, there are still like boutique stores, like there's Chanel and Coach and Steve Madden and all sorts of other stores within the store, but then there's also just the general department store of Takashimaya. And also within that building is a massive bookstore. And it's a fun bookstore because it's all encompassing in the sense of they have regular books you can find anywhere else, but they also have a completely, right across the aisle, an all Chinese bookstore too. So you can get whatever you want in Chinese, and you can get whatever you want in English. My son likes to go there because usually when he goes in, he's allowed to get 1 or 2 new manga books, because he's really into manga right now, which is good. And he's not a big reader, so if this gets him reading, I don't care. Manga away, kid. So every time I go in, I've been picking up the latest issue of the cross-stitching magazines. So now I have 2 issues of the World of Cross-Stitching sitting around. This one's in a separate bag because I've packed a specific stitching bag to take to the hospital with me. And this is the latest edition of the World of Cross Stitching that I picked up at the bookstore that I looked through. And I also like the freebies you can get with it. And then I got Cross Stitcher one of the times I went. So I haven't really looked through those too much. So I'm putting those in there. I went out a few weeks ago and I got a new pattern that I found because it was on sale at Spotlight. I found this dimensions pattern, and it's on my wish list, like on Amazon, but it's like too expensive. It's too expensive for the price that they have it listed at. So I'm like, I'm not gonna buy that until I see it cheaper. And I did. This was like 30% off at Spotlight, I think. I don't remember how much it was, but it was definitely worth buying. And I really like it because I'm a fan of the birds. Can't help it. Albeit I see none of these birds here because I now live in the tropics and we have much different birds. But one of my favorite birds from home is the cardinal. I live in Cardinal. So that was one of my fun patterns. I don't know when I'll get to it, but we'll see. And then my hospital cross stitch bag that I have kind of packed away, ready to go. And I put in it my longest running whip, my Dimensions cats in a window piece that I haven't touched in forever. But I was like, I'll take that to the hospital. And then I also found this pattern that I really liked that I'm bringing with me. I don't know if I will even start it, but it's in there. It's in a bag. And it was a whole kit, so it was easy. The only thing I have to supply for myself is a hoop. And it's just this cute little cat sitting in the snow. And I'm a sucker for cats and I'm a sucker for birds, so bringing that to the hospital with me. I don't even know if I'll touch it, but I felt that that would be a fun thing to bring. So that's what I have right now. That's all I've been working on. Don't really have any haul other than like, oh, I found that nice Dimensions kit. And every time I show up at Spotlight, I have a list of floss that I would like to get. So my next stop to Spotlight will be to get floss for those patterns I picked up from 123 Stitch. I have a Plum Street sampler coming and a Brenda Gervais pattern coming. So I finally was like, I'll try these. And because I'm more interested now in trying out samplers, stitching over like 1/2 on whatever I managed to, I can't remember what fabric I got for these patterns, but I'm going to attempt stitching on linen, and hopefully I will be able to show that to you in my next episode. So let's see. She did pretty well. I figured I'd be interrupted a lot more, but once she finds something she really likes to watch, she just zones out for a while, which is fine. She'll be going to the POOL later, and let's see. Oh, another pattern that I haven't started yet, but I have the floss for and my fabric ready to go, I think. Yes. I'm planning on stitching the Boo Crew SAL from Fat Quarter Shop because it looks cute. What? Oh no. Stand it. So that's my plans, my craziness. I hope I wasn't too crazy discussing all of that. I hope everyone is having a great day. If you've made it this far, thank you. Just thanks. I don't know how far people go into these videos, but I have no expectations. I'm just trying this out, and I'm sure I've forgotten to discuss other things. Yeah, no other patterns that I've picked up, but yeah. So I think I'm going to finish here, and then I'll go sit down and stitch for a little while. I don't even know what day it is. Oh, it's Friday, July 8th. So I think I will end it there. And if you have any questions, leave them below. If you have any comments, criticisms, critiques, let me know. I don't care. So enjoy your day, your week, your month. I will be back after surgery. So I will hopefully be back with an update on that. Everybody enjoy your day. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Bye.